All right, Tuesday is Equal Pay Day, but it's not a reason to celebrate. Instead, it's a day to raise awareness about making equal pay a reality. Local financial professional Val Majewski from American Benefits Exchange here to talk with us about how women can level out the financial playing field. Thanks for being here.
I appreciate it.
Especially
Thanks for having
with this weather day we have going on. So let's talk about the gender pay gap and why is that issue so important?
Well, I'm married. I've got a young daughter at home, so hopefully for her future, I want everything to be as equal, give her the best opportunity. But looking at the stats, right, the Census Bureau tells us that women make 79 cents for every dollar that a man makes. This doesn't just affect their income, it also affects, retirement savings, credit scores. Then there's also the disparity between similar products that men and women buy. We can get into that a little later.
Yeah, the shopping thing there. I know a lot of people want to hear that. So what can women do to level out the playing field when it comes to finances?
Well, there's several factors to help level out their finances. Number one is just changing their mindset. Right, so the Huffington Post did some research as to why there are less women in executive leadership roles than there are men. What they found was that women were less likely to ask for a promotion or ask for the job that they wanted if they've been turned down before in the past. That's just
that fear of rejection.
Right. Just letting that mindset come in, that negativity. That can go for anybody, but just keeping that positive attitude, could definitely help in the workplace.
You also say it's important to ask for a raise, and that goes for, I guess, everybody out there, but specifically women. Your boss may not just be throwing free money around. You got to ask for it.
Correct. Now, companies are going less and less towards that automatic annual pay raise. So if you want more money, you're going to have to ask for it. I always recommend, look, do some research. Find out what people in your position, in your industry are also making. That way you have a figure in mind. So when you have that meeting, when you get to that point where you can ask for it, you can back it up with some research and some data.
Yeah, that's always important. You also say take care of your credit.
Right. So typically or statistically, men actually have more debt than women. But however, since we talked earlier about men making more money, they're able to apply for a higher credit limit. So their debt to available credit is lower, therefore they have a higher credit score. So just paying off some of that debt, improving your credit score, puts you in a better financial standing for loans, mortgages, cars, things like that.
And in terms of credit cards, you say you should only be using about 30% of your
available credit.
Yes.
Right, not trying to max everything out or over your
good
credit
there.
limit. No, definitely not good.
Not good there. So let's look to the future, retirement.
Sure. Well, since again we're talking about women in general, if they're statistically making less money, well, percentage-wise, putting less money in towards retirement savings. And this goes for all Americans. We're traditionally putting less and less towards retirement, but put at least 10 to 15% of your annual income towards your retirement is what we typically recommend. And then especially if you've got a 401k with a company match. If you're not putting up to that maximum matching, you're just throwing free money away.
And you say it's never too early to start saving for retirement.
No, whether you're in your 20s, 50s, your first day on the job, or you're going to retire soon, put more towards your future.
And I like this, and I try to do this. You say comparison shop. I want to get a good deal, but sometimes it's easy to pay more.
Right, and I mentioned earlier about similar items that are marketed, one towards a man, one towards a woman. Statistically, again, women are paying about 7% more for comparable items. This is what's referred to as the pink tax. Just because it's marketed towards a woman, there's maybe different packaging, different branding that are involved, different advertising, and that raises that price. So comparison shop, find the best deal. Just because it's marketed towards a woman doesn't mean you need to buy it.
Don't be a sucker.
Exactly. Find the best deal. Comparison shop.
Hey, I love a good deal out there. All right, Val, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Take those tips to heart there.